What's going on, guys? Jared here with another video. Um, I haven't been on in a while. I've been really busy with work, but it's hopefully I'm going to be able to make some more videos here soon. Well, since the last time I made a video, I don't even know when the last time I made a video was. But obviously, a big game for Duke last night. More disappointment for Carolina, which is always a good thing. Duke 64, Carolina 54. Sorry. Um, it was one of those games where you knew, like I had, all my Tar Heels fans were telling me, "Oh, Duke's going to beat them by 30," and what they didn't realize is Duke's not a very good road team, and they haven't been all year. Um, they've shot the ball extremely poorly from really everywhere. Last night was no exception. I think they shot 32% for the game. I know North Carolina didn't shoot much better, but and I know that goes to you can factor that to a lot of good defense. With both teams played good defense last night. They made each other take challenge shots, and but there were a couple missed layups and a couple opportunities missed for both teams. You look at our big three, Shire, Singler, and Smith, and Shire again had 24 points, made 5 threes. Singler had 19 points, 4 threes. Smith didn't get any points in the first half, but he hit some big baskets for us in the second half when the game was still a 1 point or a tie game. Um, all but one played 40 minutes, which was Smith, played 39 minutes. So as long as those guys don't get tired, we're going to be a tough team to deal with in the tournament. So, and also a big shout out to Mason Plumlee, played 27 minutes. Obviously, he played more because Lance Thomas got hurt. I'll talk about that more in a second. But Mason Plumlee with 9 rebounds. And if you watch the game, they said it all. They said it all game. Duke just dominated on the offensive boards, and that was really the key to the game because Duke, not shooting the ball 32%. You're obviously at one. You're more than likely you're gonna put up a ton of shots, which they did. But when when you're getting offensive rebounds, you put them right back up. It doesn't matter how many shots you miss, as long as you can get the offensive rebound. But Shire again, only 1 turnover, 4 assists, 5 rebounds. Singler 9 rebounds, no turnovers, and Nolan Smith had 6 rebounds. So those guys, continually play great every game. As for Carolina, there's no what. This is actually one of the years I haven't watched too many Carolina games this year. I think the only one I remember seeing, because obviously I don't care about them, but um, was the Kentucky game when they were getting destroyed, and they came back and only lost by 2. I think that was really the only full Carolina game I've watched this year. I've watched bits and pieces here and there, but Will Graves 3 for 5 from the 3-point range, 13 points. Ed Davis had 6 blocks. Um, you know, it's funny because Carolina, no doubt, is a great shot blocking team. One of the best, definitely the best that Duke's played all year. Maybe other than Georgetown. But I don't even think Georgetown had that many blocks against Duke, although they destroyed us. But there were 2 or 3 of those blocks that were for sure goaltendings that the referees missed. So at the same time, yes, they're a great shot blocking team. It's easy to shot block when you get 3, 4 goaltendings a game. And I'm not saying they do that every game, but there were definitely a couple last night that were goaltendings. Like I said, back to Lance Thomas. I was just reading the article on ESPN before I made the video, trying to figure out about him, and they said he probably was doubtful for the Maryland game. He's got a deep bone bruise, and they did hit pretty hard last night. He hit knees with Larry Drew the second. Oh, anyways, all right. Let's see. I actually was talking to a couple of my friends on Facebook that are Carolina fans, and they're of course making excuses like really any team's going to do when they lose. But they were like, "Oh, this is a rebuilding year," and I was telling them, "No, it's not. They just suck." And I'm, I mean, I don't want to sound like an ass or anything, but there is no such thing as rebuilding years in college basketball. That's what good recruiting does. And I know UNC is not going to be this bad next year. They're probably going to be in the top 5 in the country again next year with Barnes coming in. And, they have the best recruiting class in the nation coming in. So, again, I mean, that's not rebuilding. That's why the same teams every year, Michigan State, Kansas, Duke, and normally North Carolina, all those teams are normally around the top 10. And, she was getting mad at me. She's like, oh, no. I was like, no, they just suck. I mean, if you watch that team, they are not good. And it's not rebuilding. It's just the recruits didn't turn out to what they thought they would be. There is no such thing for big-time programs as a rebuilding year. And I know – the Tar Heel fans are going to say, oh, we lost so much. Absolutely you lost much. You lost an NBA team, and of course you're not going to be as good as you were last year, but you still shouldn't be this bad. There's no excuse for being this bad. The last UNC team to miss the tourney was 7 years ago. That was Doherty's last year. And they're going to miss the tournament again this year, 100% sure of that, unless they win the ACC tournament. Or unless I don't even know if they won out and then lost in the tournament. Let's say they went out and win maybe one game in the tournament. I still don't think that would get them in because I believe they're 13-11, and it's not good. Duke 8-2 in the ACC. We lead Maryland. We have a game lead over Maryland. They're gonna have to make the Maryland Virginia game up. It was canceled due to snow. So, and I know Duke plays Maryland this Saturday at 1 o'clock on ESPN, I believe. So, big game for both teams. Guys, I hope you enjoyed my video like always. And, I haven't gotten many views this year. Last year I got a decent amount of views, so hopefully I can start getting some views again. And if you haven't checked it out, subscribe to me and check out the video I posted. Yes, that is me. That's not some video I found. That is me. Just set it up real quick for you. It's called Owned in the Nuts. I know that's kind of a cheesy ass name for it, and I might change the name up, but it is one of the funniest videos I've ever seen, not only because I did it, but I've had a lot of people tell me it was hilarious. My friend Will, who actually is the one getting hit, he works for me outside, and he was trying to throw something at somebody else and hit me with it. So I asked him, I said, all right, I'll give you, would you rather me get you back when you're paying attention? Or would you rather just me do something when you're not paying attention? Because, well, I'd rather have you do something to me while I'm paying attention. I was like, all right, let me get one swing. That's a rubber ball. That yellow ball is a rubber ball. I'm using a Mizuno 4-iron. And like I said on the description, I am a golf professional. And I got one shot. I told him if I miss, I miss. You're home free. I won't take another swing. I just get one swing. And as you can see, my swing connected and pretty much caught him square in the nuts. And if you haven't seen it, it's hilarious. Please rate, comment, subscribe. I'm actually going to send that to ESPN Sports Nation, see if they'll put it up there. I know they put silly videos like that up there all the time, so hopefully maybe we can I can get a decent amount of views on it. Once again, guys, appreciate you watching, and go Duke.